Hey, young dreamers. Welcome to the Upper Room Experience with Pastor Trey and Miss Serena. As always, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Enjoy the experience.
Hey, young dreamers, recite our identity statement with us. We are an ever-evolving community of visionaries, dreamers, and doers who have been called by God to live the lives that we were created to live. Commanded by God to love beyond the limits of our prejudices, and commissioned by God to serve.
Pastor Trey.
Oh my God. Hello. Welcome, young dreamers. Welcome to Upper Room. So glad that you have joined us on today. So glad that you are here. Happy Sunday. I hope your weeks have been great. Hope you're ready for today's lesson. If you remember, last week we were talking about how God doesn't make mistakes. And even if your life seems like it's in a bad place, in a bad situation, that God is still there with you and God is still working with you, and he can change that bad situation into a good one.
Yes. And this week, we will discuss what it means to know your worth.
That's good. So what does it mean to know your worth?
To know your worth, it really means to understand your value. Yes, and not allowing anyone to treat me, you, or yourself less than. An example would be, like, I see myself as a queen. When I was younger, a princess.
Oh.
And so I don't allow anyone to treat me any less than that.
That's good. That's a really good example too,
Yes.
Miss Serena. You know, sometimes it's not always easy knowing our worth. Sometimes life can be hard. Situations happen that make us really doubt ourselves and really doubt who we are and who God made us to be. But luckily, in those situations, it's good to know that God is still there. God is still with us, and God knows our worth, even if we don't know our own worth. And God will be there to remind us of our worth, just like he did with Moses. If you remember where we are in the story, Moses have been living with Pharaoh in Pharaoh's palace for some years now. And one day, Moses was out and he saw an Egyptian beating on one of his people. And because of that, Moses did something to that man that caused that man to lose his life. And after that, Pharaoh wanted to capture Moses, so Moses ran away because he didn't think he was worthy to be there anymore. He didn't think he was worthy of the title that he had. He didn't think he was worthy in this situation.
Yeah, and so he ran away. And when he ran away, he went and he found a new home. And once he found a new home, he found a wife. And they had a child. Yes, they had a child. And once they did that, what happened was the people of Egypt, his people, they were still suffering. And I can imagine that still bothered Moses. But God appeared to Moses.
Yes.
And guess where he appeared Moses to?
As a donkey.
No, not as a donkey.
Oh.
But he appeared to Moses in a burning bush.
Mm.
And what God said to Moses, he said, I am the God of your ancestors. I am the God of your ancestors of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And he said, I know that your people of Egypt are suffering. And so I hear their cries. And I just want you to know that I want to make sure that they are freed. And so that is what God said to Moses, that he wanted to make sure that his people are free.
Yeah. But once again, even though God had just asked Moses to go free the people, Moses did not think he was worthy. He asked God, who am I that I would go to Pharaoh and I would say, let my people go? But God told him that despite his doubts, despite everything, that God would be with him. And you see, dreamers, Moses didn't think he was worthy. Moses didn't think he could do it. He doubted himself and he doubted God's decision. But God told him that he would be with him. And that in and of itself should have been enough to give Moses a confidence boost, to let Moses know that he could do it because God would be with him. You see, he says, I shall be with you. And this is important because God was trying to tell Moses that because I'm with you, you can do anything and everything that you need to do, even if you don't think that you are worthy of doing it, even if you don't think that you could even do it. So as the story continues, God tells Moses what to say, what he's going to say to Pharaoh, what he's going to say to the people, letting Moses know that when they ask, who sends you to free us, that he is to say, I am who I am has sent me. And when he talks to the people, he's to tell them that the God of your ancestors has sent me to free you.
And even after all of that, Moses still gave God excuses after excuses after excuses.
Didn't want to do it.
He doubted himself. He said, I shouldn't have been the one who went, God. He said, I am not worthy enough. I don't know what to say. Like, I am not a good speaker. Anytime you're in a situation, you feel like you just close up, you don't know what to say. You feel like you're going to mumble or you're going to stutter because you just feel like you don't have the words to articulate to anyone. And that is how Moses felt. He felt unworthy. He didn't believe in himself. He felt like he had no value. But God went before Moses and he said, I encourage you to encourage yourself. And you know why? It's because God believed in Moses and told God to believe in himself. And that is what you should do, just because God believes in you. God believed in Moses and encouraged him to believe in himself.
That's good, because when nobody else believes in you, you got to know that God believes in you. And most importantly, Miss Serena, God told Moses that he would be with him and that he would teach him even what to say. And also that he would have his brother Aaron help him talk to the people. Dreamers, God chose Moses because God knew that Moses could handle the situation. God knew that Moses had inside him everything that he needed to get the situation handled. God knew that Moses could do anything that he needed to, even if Moses didn't know his self-worth, even as Moses doubted him, even as Moses gave God excuse after excuse. If God thinks we're worthy, then we should also think that we are worthy. You can do whatever you want in life. You could be whatever you want in life because God believes in you and God knows that you can do it. So if you ever have any doubters, if you ever have any haters who come to you and tell you can't do something or you can't be something, just tell them, God believes in me, so I believe in myself. And that's all you need to know in life, that God believes in you and God has faith that you can do whatever you want to do and be whatever you want to be in life. Amen, Serena?
Amen. For our elementary students, why did God appear before Moses? How do you think God felt about his people being slaves? Why didn't Moses want to do what God asked him?
What would you do if you were in Moses' situation? Has there ever been a time where you didn't think that you could do something because of how you felt about yourself or how somebody else made you feel? For our middle and high school students,
what is important about knowing your worth? Why do you think God chose Moses?
what do you think Moses feared the most about the task God gave him? Have you ever doubted a decision that God made for you? Has there been a situation where you didn't feel worthy? What changed that situation?